I think we both can agree it was Lady Suroth for us this season. She was a big challenge.
The last battle's coming.
The whole world will be ours. I'm tired of being a spoke in the wheel.
Hi, Lupe Haas with CineMovie TV. How are you today?
Great.
Very well, thank you.
Nice to meet you. Love your background.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, speaking of costumes and makeup, the second season is grand in scale, even bigger than the first season. What was it like tackling, this season when they said we're like, okay, we're gonna do everything even bigger?
Well, it was very exciting. It's a big challenge. I personally feel extremely lucky to have been involved in a project of this size. I think for 5 minutes I was terrified, and then I just jumped right in. And it's an amazing project to work on. The ideas are so inspirational. The stories are so powerful and meaningful. And I hope that the passion that we all have for the project is reflected in what you see on screen, because we all love the Wheel of Time and what it means.
Now, both of you work together, obviously, costume, hair, and hair and makeup. So what was your biggest challenge this season?
I think we both can agree it was Lady Suroth for us this season. She was a big challenge, an exciting challenge, and one that we tested, had multiple tests, to try and get the character right. As soon as they named the actor that was coming on board, it was all go from there. And I feel like we had maybe a month and a half to kind of from there until we got her on camera. And she was probably one of the biggest.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Shanshan world in general is a brand new culture for season 2. It's very important in the books. It's very important that it looks like nothing you've seen before, feels intimidating, feels scary, but obviously we wanted to make it beautiful as well. We wanted to make it sort of kind of aspirational in a weird kind of way. So you're seeing a character and a group of people that you're kind of horrified and intrigued by at the same time.
Yeah, that outfit, that is unique. You've never really seen anything like that. Either you're a monster or you're a human. So this is kind of like a mix of both, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you said that, because that was pretty much the brief, is get that insect weird feeling in there, but also to make her very stunning. And just wait until she takes that mask off. Then it gets really exciting.
Ooh. And then they change up Rosamund Pike's outfit for Moraine. Can you talk about the inspiration behind that?
Well, at the beginning of season 2, Moraine has lost all her powers. So I kind of drained all the color out of her costume. So there is no sign of blue, although there is a tiny Easter egg in there. So that's worth looking out for. So we wanted to give her that look that you feel that her pain, feel her separation from the White Tower and who she's always been. And then gradually, as we go through the season, as she starts to redevelop herself and starts to find herself again, her trademark color starts to come back. So it was a very intentional thing to do and very important to see and reflect what was happening to her emotionally.
And Davina, for hair and makeup, do you deal with the prosthetics or more with this action?
No, I deal with prosthetics as well. There is another great prosthetic designer called Nick Dudman. He tackles the creatures. He has a large department, and I also jump in and do the prosthetics on my side.
You have to create a nasty eye for this one, right?
Nasty eye. There's
Yeah.
quite a few. There's quite a few prosthetics coming through on this one, and there's a lot, obviously, with the Shanshan. They were my biggest kind of tackle, but there's a lot of prosthetics, throughout every episode, I think.
everything's made out of the 3D printing machine. Are prosthetics the same?
Sometimes, it's depending if I can't get an actor to come to me for like a head cast, then they will try and do a 3D print and go off and take off from there. So, but the majority of the time on season 2, we were able to get the actors in, even during COVID, you know, so we were able to get the actors in or fly there. So, it was okay this time, but we do work a lot in 3D printing.
Yeah, that amazes me. You
Yeah,
can do all
me
this from a printer.
Me too.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Can't wait to see the unveiling of Lady
Yeah,
Suroth. That'll be
keep watching.
exciting.
Great.